They're not coming off at a last, so just make room for the people that are getting out. Or else we go there.
We're going to need a very wide aisle. Let's not have any problems, okay?
Make an aisle, please. Make an aisle. Go back, please. Move it back. Make an aisle. Could we talk to you, gentlemen?
Call them straight out.
All are coming to the main court. Call Mike. I don't want to show you coming right now. This is personal. Say what you're going for? I'm going to tell you the truth. Everything that happened.
You are going to testify?
We're all subpoenaed, so we'll talk whatever we know.
Can you give us your name?
No, I don't wish to lie or anything.
I'm sorry?
I don't want to say anything right now. I lost 6 people. That's all I wish to say.
What relation were they to you?
I lost my mother, Pauline's. I lost my brother, 21. I lost another brother, 24. I lost my wife. I lost a child that was 2 years old, and another child, yes, and another child that was 7 months.
7-month-old child?
What regrets do you have, if any, about the whole experience?
I'd rather.
Were you in Georgetown at the time?
I was in Georgetown at the time.
Were you on the basketball team?
No, I wasn't on the basketball.
Why were you in Georgetown as opposed to Jonestown?
Well, I was taking care of medical people who had teeth work, medical work done in Georgetown.
When did you get word on your losing your family? How?
Didn't get to happen. It was happening. That's why it's such a disappointment. It was a dream that was happening in Jonestown until it went wrong. So, I don't know what went wrong, but Jonestown was a dream come true for children and adults.
Are you horrified by what actually ended up happening?
Yeah, I just can't believe it yet.
Never any inkling that such a thing would happen, a mass suicide?
Everything seemed to be going so well. I just can't believe it.
What's your name?
Thank you.
Right down the stairs.
Just careful.
Okay. What they want to know from you? Okay, just a little, please. Can you tell them anything from your experience?
I can tell you. I wasn't there when during the mass suicide, but I can just tell them as I saw it that the children were like blossoming there. They were just doing beautifully, and they were so bright, and seniors were well taken care of, and the doctors checking on the children all the time. It just I don't know what it is that went wrong, but when it was functioning, when I was there, it was the most beautiful experience for any of the children.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know. It's going to be hard to get a job, I would think.
Would you think about living in the temple again?
No.
Why not?
As far as I know, the temple's being disbanded, and so I don't really know. See, we've been in Guyana for all this time. I don't really know exactly what's going on he would even be able to make an educated guess what's going to happen from this point on.
How long had you been in Georgetown as opposed to Jonestown?
About 2 months.
You had moved into the house in Georgetown?
Right.
Do you have any idea what happened that night with Sharon Amos and all of that? Were you in that house?
No, I was out of the house the evening, and when I got there, the police were already there. So I don't know. Other than that.
Does being out of the house, do you think, saved your life?
No, because there were 46 of us who were, like in the area. I mean, in Georgetown at the time. 46 survivors besides Sharon and her family.
What do you think of all these reports of hit squads? Is that possible?
No, I think right now there's been so much death and violence that nobody's interested in the least of having any more die in any area, no matter what's gone on in the past. No one. I think it's just really unreasonable to think that people have been through as much trauma as anyone associated with People's Temple right now would have anything involved with that. I think it's just an illusion or something. I think anybody who has sensitivity to see what we've been through would think that we wouldn't.
What do you want to do with your life now?
I've learned to have some commitment to something other than myself, and at this point I don't know what the next step is. I know I can't just live selfishly for myself, but I don't know really exactly what to go into.
Do you have family here in the Bay Area that you can live with?
Yeah, I have family here.
Can we get your name, please?
Laura Johnston.
Laura, L.A.
U-R-A.
U-R-A, and spell the last?
Give me your baggage tickets. I'll get your baggage.
Okay, all I have is that one crate.
Johnson.
There's Monique's name on it.
Laura, is there a concern about criminal prosecution stemming out of the Jonestown situation?
Well, see, when we were in Georgetown, we had the Guyanese slant of the news, so we're not really up to date at all on what's been going on here. We got into New York last night, and we were interrogated for some time, and we really haven't been brought up to date with what's going on. So
Can you
I don't really know.
Can you tell us what you plan to tell the grand jury tomorrow? Do you have any idea?
Well, I can only tell from the experiences that I had in Georgetown and Jonestown, and I lived in Jonestown for 14 months, and the whole experience was just amazing. And I know with this tragedy that's happened in the past, it's going to be difficult to believe it, but Jonestown itself was just a beautiful experience for children. And it was a functioning thing. There was talent growing every day with people who were satisfied with their lives there. And
What kinds of questions did the FBI and the others ask you in New York?
Well, they asked us our background in the temple and what was going on and what our specific functions were. And they asked us about specific individuals and names and what their involvement were. And then, at some point we asked for a lawyer to come and sit in with us so we could get some legal advice, because we're kind of we've been in Guyana, in the jungles for 2 years. I have almost 2 years. And I didn't really feel that I could answer things without knowing exactly what reference they were coming from. So,
The grand jury apparently thinks there may have been some conspiracy to kill Congressman Ryan. Do you think there's any? That's apparently the only thing they're allowed to investigate. Do you think there's any? Did you ever hear of any conspiracy to kill him?
No, I think that's completely out of the question. Completely out of the question, because as far as I know, Ryan was discouraged from coming from the beginning. There's no. I would think if there was a conspiracy, he would be asked to come and participate or something like that. And it wasn't like that. So it's just, I don't see that they can find any basis for conspiracy.
But not even after he got there was conspiracy.
No, because it just doesn't. It wasn't within the frame of reference of People's Temple to have a conspiracy to kill somebody. I mean, we didn't go. I mean, we went to the jungle so that we would be away from any kind of harassment and everything. We're not looking for trouble, because you could go through Jonestown and look around and see that children were happy. And I'm not saying that every single individual was happy, because obviously there were some that weren't. But out of 1,000 people, if I've read the accounts, maybe 20 wanted to leave or something. That's not a big majority. That's just a sprinkling of the overall people there. And we were not looking for trouble. We had a community that was flourishing. We had our vegetables and things that we had planted were coming in. Our citrus trees are coming in. We had the most beautiful talent program in the whole world. It's just a shame.
What do you think was wrong with Reverend Jones? There's been reports that he was on amphetamines and all kinds of reports. What do you think would lead him to cause him to lead a whole group into mass suicide?
I do not have the faintest idea, because I just can't. It seemed like everything was going so well in Jonestown. I just don't understand it.
Were you a member of the Planning Commission?
Yes.
For how long?
Oh, a number of years. I've forgotten exactly. Yeah.
Do you now consider yourself a former member of the temple?
Yes. Do you have any
Hey, what's going on?
questions for 2 weeks straight.
From FBI and people like that?
Yeah.
What did they ask you on board tonight? They didn't talk to you for very long.
No, they didn't talk to me. They just asked me to give me a paper to create. It was recorded in the morning.
Oh, you've got to show up in the morning too?
Yeah.
Do you know how many other people are testifying tomorrow morning?
No, I don't. Oh, that's my. Okay. Yeah.
How many people came with you? You know, is it all 17?
Yeah, 17.
17 came?
Yeah.
What is your name, sir?
Chuck Kirkendall. Excuse me.
You got a couple like that.
Okay.
Black bag.
No, this duffel bag.
Yeah. Go down there. No, we still got some. I got 3 more. I gotta take that one car. So what are you gonna do now? Okay, Duke. What about this?
Are you going to stay here and open?
Yeah.
Are you going to have anything more to do with the People's Temple?
It's heavy. In the front.
No more cards.
Got it?
Yeah, I think so.
Is anybody getting her luggage over here?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have her bag?
I think so.
As soon as you get her.
It's right outside the door.
Make sure you have all of it. Okay.
You got a ticket for this one, Chuck?